Oh, hey, we're live on the air. This is your Vico PillowTalk Podcast 2019. I'll be your host this evening. We have a lot of stuff to cover, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. First off, with introductions. So, for my guests, what I would like to hear is the name and team you're playing with, your favorite alcoholic beverage, and your favorite spot to get it if it's somewhere special. I want to hear what your favorite restaurant is in New Orleans and your favorite dish there. If you haven't been, I know Kate hasn't, Allie, I'm not sure. I want to know what you're
like 7 times.
No. Oh yes. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Awesome. Great. Well then, just you. I want to know what you're looking forward to. Great. We're gonna go ahead and jump right in with Miss Allie then.
Hey. So Allie, I'm playing with Envy, New Orleans tournament. My established team is Ish. I kind of wasn't listening to the rest of the things you were saying. I'm sorry. And my favorite restaurant. So I guess I don't really know the restaurants that well, but I always enjoy having crawfish when they're in season. And then I actually really like po' boys too.
Allie, what is your favorite alcoholic beverage? If you could have any alcoholic beverage in the whole world, what would it be?
So in the whole world or just in New Orleans? So the whole world is Cheetos and water with lime. Yeah.
What?
Jimmy Wilcox got me started on vodka waters, and I just like Tito's. But if I'm in New Orleans, I do enjoy hand grenades. So,
All right.
So I need like 1 or 2.
Allie's still 19.
I'm a judge, but I was wondering how that hangover feels the next morning.
19-year-olds don't get hangovers, so I'm good.
All right.
Good. While you're here. All right, Jen, how about you?
Me?
Yep.
Jen, I'm playing with Folklore this weekend. I don't have an established team anymore, so there's that. My favorite drink generally is also Tito's and water, but with lemon, not lime.
Yeah,
but if I'm in New Orleans, you got to get a Sazerac because they're just really good. And then as far as restaurants, it's been a long time since I've been a local in New Orleans. So my recommendation, because I like pork sandwiches a lot, is going to be Couchon Butcher. And their pork sandwiches, their pork belly, it's really good. So,
can you tell us a little bit about Cochon Delay? Because I know that's kind of more of a New Orleans thing.
Well, apparently someone's out of my house. The dog is going crazy.
Roasted pig. That's all you need to know.
Roasted pig. Yep, exactly. That's all you got to know.
Awesome.
It's really delicious. Just kind of starts melting. It's great.
All
Krabby
right.
Jack's has a really good one too.
Krabby Jack's for the Cochon Delay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Kate, your turn.
Hi, Kate. Shut up, Jeremy. You're not here. I'm on Folklore also this weekend. I'm what? I'm also on Ish is my established team. And I can't say that sweet wine is my favorite because people already gave me shit about that. And I can't say that sour beers are my favorite because other people are already giving me shit about that. So I'm going to go with Jack Daniels, straight up. Because I'm a gold. Yeah.
Perfect.
And since I know nothing about the food here, I'm going to say that my thing I'm most excited about in New Orleans is my murder ghost tour that I'm going on tomorrow with Jen.
Perfect. All right, Rosa, how about you? Team, favorite drink and where to get it, favorite food and where to get it.
She'll be right back. I was getting my favorite drink. Rosa, I am
The cider, really Angry Orchard.
I'm playing with Fly Girls. Favorite drink is actually a vodka Sprite, but I'll drink Angry Orchards. What was the other questions? Favorite food, Porsche's boiled crawfish. Here in Tony's, best boiled crawfish I've ever had. Get it weekly during season. What What was it? Other questions? Any other questions?
No, that's it. You did.
That's it. You did a great job.
Did good, kid.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers. All right. Back from Japan on our way to Spain, we got Lauren Nosey.
Yeah, straight off the plane. So I am playing with surprise, surprise folklore as half the guests here this evening. But that does not make us any less special. So favorite alcohol. This is really tough for me because there's not really an alcohol that I don't like. As you can tell, I'm drinking a Loco, so not very discriminatory. So I think I go through phases of alcohol. In college, it was Captain or Admiral because I was in college, and Coke. Then I've gone to a vodka soda recently. So, but I think IPAs are my all-time favorite. Always have liked those. So, and then food. I've also thought about this hard. I've been to New Orleans many times.
Oh, mic drop.
So recommendations on food aren't great, but I do remember going to the Ruby Slipper, and it was amazing, and it was my birthday, and so that was a really good place.
It's probably a fail on us that she remembers that.
It was my birthday. It's morning. It's breakfast. It was with my parents.
Breakfast.
It's always a little foggy. Cool.
So, yeah.
Thank you, Miss Nosey. All right. And Benny, what you got for us?
All right. I'm Benny. I'm on Lanyap. My favorite drink is Mind Erasers.
Girl,
Double knows.
smart. I do know.
Mind Erasers from Mix. And then favorite food would probably be, I really can't decide between the catfish from Clessy's or Mid-City Pizza.
Oh, Mid-City
Yeah.
Pizza.
How
Ooh.
make your Mid-City Pizza, Benny, for all the people back home who are ready to order one? What's the way? How do you pile the toppings? What you got?
Pretty bland. So I'll do whatever, but like normally I just do pepperoni and jalapenos.
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And if you are staying in the Mix area, we affectionately call that neighborhood Mid-City. Mid-City Pizza is right nearby, so if you decide you don't want to eat out, that's a great spot to call in. It's managed by a couple of our local kickball friends, so great recommendation, Benny.
Why don't you answer the questions?
Are we ready for questions?
You answer the questions.
Oh, yeah, I do have to answer the question. Okay. I'm Sybil. I'm playing on Lanyap. My favorite drink is a Ramos Gin Fizz. It's a really laborious cocktail, so if this podcast has you inspired to drink one, always check with your bartender and make sure they have the capacity to make one, because it's 2 minutes of solid shaking to achieve a nice head. Yeah, you gotta have like forearms of steel. It's delicious.
Yeah, girl.
Shake weight.
Gin and lemon and lime and orange flower water, and it's amazing. It's great for breakfast, brunch cocktail. It's a great nightcap. It's just a fabulous drink. The Sazerac bar makes a really good one here. I make the best one in my opinion, so should you come by my house, I will gladly prepare you one. Favorite food? I'm usually privy to the whole fish at Pesh. It's a fish with all the bones and all the bits on it, so you have to like flake it off the bones, but it's prepared with blood orange and basil, and it's really good. But I also really like this dish at GW Finn. It's called the scalloping, and it's a fillet of halibut fish, and they hammer in the scallops to it, and then they serve it with a pea shoot butter and a poached lobster claw. So it's like,
Did you buy your beard salad? No.
It's good. All right. Well, let's start talking kickball, because this is a kickball podcast. So the first thing we're going to discuss is a new rule. Recently, Kickball 365 instated a first bane lace. Oh my God. First base lane rule. I made my drink a little bit strong. It was a long day. So
Humana.
I'm going to do a quick screen share so that y'all can see it. Here, where do I have that?
Cool.
Can someone read it aloud?
All right. I know. I honestly feel like Nosi should read it because she has excellent diction, and clearly I'm fired. So
Yeah.
Nosi, if you
Nosi, read the rule aloud.
She's ready. I was really nervous because I had to just pull it up, and this is my screenshot, by the way.
it is.
New definition: a running lane is the foul territory side of the first baseline when a kicker runs towards first base. Kickers must be fully in foul territory at least 20 feet before first base. Otherwise, the result is an automatic out if there is an attempted play at the base. If permitted, this... I was never very good at reading. This line will be marked on the fields. The running lane is established as a safety measure to avoid collisions with defenders and not impede a ball thrown by the defense in that direction.
Okay, I didn't really get the rule. Someone give me a snap.
Just don't run towards the first base woman.
Well, that was my next question. Do you suppose you could put that in terms that our average viewer could understand?
Please, anybody.
Yes, so at least
stay in your lane.
20 feet before first base, you have to be in foul territory to get to the safety bag. Territory is not a word I like, apparently.
Territory.
Never been very good at that.
Territory.
Yo, whatever.
I think you did a great job, Nosi. I feel perfectly educated.
Translate the Japanese Nosi.
Addie says hi.
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 Aww.
That was great. Well, and in case that wasn't quite enough for you, we're going to talk a little bit more about it. Rosa, since you're right there next door, could you tell us maybe your thoughts on it, your take on it, how you think this is going to affect the game for you?
I'll start off with a question about it. We were practicing yesterday. You're talking to me, right? We were practicing yesterday or 2 days ago, and we were wondering about I think somebody mentioned that there's another rule added to this that the first baseman can't come over anymore to that base. So
I think it depends on where the runner is in relation.
yeah.
So I looked in the rules because you had prepped me for this to see if it was written anywhere, and I did not find it on the actual rules for the first base woman.
Oh.
But in the online forums, they said that they can't reach into foul territory, or else it's an automatic two-base run if they come in contact with the runner or slow down the runner. But that is not as clearly defined in the rule book, so I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. So I think those two in hand is going to change the game a lot because there's a lot of throws that first baseman has to come over and pick off. And then as a runner, I think you should just be running straight to the safety base anyway. I usually do. I don't know. I don't pay attention where I run, I guess, too. So I have to pay more attention.
So I think with that though, so being a Charger, right? Obviously, a lot of my throws. You can ask Kate. I've put Kate in this position before.
Yeah.
I don't always throw necessarily inside. It's definitely been like maybe in the base path. Like I probably should take an extra second and make sure I'm making eye contact. But
yeah.
As a runner, I think it depends too, right? So say you're maybe somebody with like my speed. I'm like, ooh, maybe I can beat it out. Like I got to push it. But then you're somebody like, say, like Danny or a little bit.
Oh no, I thought you were going slow.
No.
Yeah, you can put me in the same category.
All right, well, your speed, Nosy, Danny's speed, a little bit, all the same. But like people who who like have that confidence to like still even sometimes even go two, you know what I mean? Like they don't even worry about going straight. I mean, most of the time, they're just gonna run out. But there's sometimes where they see it's like they have the opportunity to go straight to two, and then you have maybe someone who's like no C speed, whatever, who's definitely gonna go to the outside bag, which is what it is. But I don't think it's fair to say if the first baseman has to go to the outside path to catch the ball, that they should automatically the runner should get second, because you have different I mean, because that means Danny, even if Danny did turn to go 2 and still runs into the first baseman, but my throw is still on target, then what happens? You know what I'm saying? Does that then fall on the person who's bunting and they get the advantage because they were turning 2 and still ran into the first baseman? Do they
If
still
she's in,
get
Yeah,
she's
it's
in
still
fair
the rule.
territory, probably not.
Yeah, she did.
It's,
Yeah.
it's still the rule. There's still you can't make contact with the first baseman in the fair territory.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. I just really haven't looked it up or paid attention to that.
I think it'll definitely change. It'll change the game, just like Allie said, in that she'll, as a Charger, you're gonna have to think. Oh, you're gonna have to
I'm
take an extra
100%,
step
yeah, 100% gonna have
now
to take
because you're
that
giving an extra base if you don't. Yeah, and then as a runner, you have to think a little bit more rather than just trying to get to the base. You're trying to stay in your lane, sort of thing. So it'll be interesting to see how stringent that rule is called in the first couple of tournaments.
Well, did anyone here play in San Diego or no?
Sibs.
Simpson. It honestly, I'm not gonna lie, and I shouldn't say this. It sucked.
Yeah.
They were watching it.
I've been trucked at first, and I've trucked people at first, and I try my very best not to. But you're kind of just like a crazy person when you're a runner. Like you've got one goal, and I think you're a crazy person as the first basewoman because you're only looking at the ball. I never look at the runner when I'm playing first, and I never look at the first baseman when I'm running. So I appreciate the integrity of the rule, but it was really disheartening to see these really long, athletic women stretching to make the plays, and then getting penalized for it. And they weren't doing anything wrong; they were just trying to make a catch that they've been trained in their brain to do and not let it go. And so many of them got docked so many times that they just stopped reaching for anything that was outside, and it would be an overthrow. And then that runner was taking off. And again, like you were saying, if you have a really fast runner, I mean, they can make it home on an overthrow.
It wouldn't even matter. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't see enough examples to be able to articulate exactly every little piece of it. So I'm glad Nosi looked into it and saw that maybe there's some information missing so that we can clarify before we actually play the tournaments on Saturday and Sunday. It was dicey, and if you're a Charger who throws outside as opposed to inside, this is really going to be a game changer for you, and it's going to be something that you're going to want to reroute your brain to, and that's scary at this point. Like if you're a top Charger, like Allie, I think you are, like many of these elite women are, rewiring your brain at this point in your kickball career is pretty intense. So I love the integrity of the rule. I like the idea of having a rule like this that works, but I'm wary to
Sons of Anarchy. Fuck that. Good. Sorry. I'm talking my roommate. Sorry.
What did you say? Oh.
So I'd also say that it should change the mindset of first base women. So instead of reaching to their left, they have to reach forward instead to stay in fair territory to catch the balls that would be going to their left. So it's a change of how they want to play first base, but that's what you're going to have to do at first base to stay within the rule and not impede the runner going down one. I think it'll have more impact in the women's game than in co-ed because I have seen instances where women come towards the first base woman more often in women's than in co-ed. So it'll be more of a change for runners in women's than it is in co-ed. But it also, I think, it is what it is at this point. And then so first base women just have to change their mentality on how they play first base, unfortunately. And Chargers as well. But
I think it makes your right fielder have to be way more active. You have to have a right fielder that's on top of their game, backing up that throw. Whereas
they better be hauling ass.
Yeah. They have to be.
Don't put me in right field. Fuck that. Ever.
Throw your hands up. It's never throw. They get second base anyway. They're not going home if they get second base if you throw your hands up.
Cool. Did anybody want to say anything else about first base? Am I muted? Am I good?
No,
did anybody else want to say something about the rule before we moved on from it?
We went rogue.
No, we're good.
Here's my question, you guys. So as the first baseman, say you've got, I don't know if it's a slow runner, I don't know if it fell, I don't care what the heck the runner's doing. Say my charger throws it way outside.
As I do.
As long as the runner isn't in the, well, you don't do that often, actually, which I'm really fucking excited about. But say that you do accidentally throw it way outside and the runner hasn't gotten to that 20-foot mark yet. Am I allowed to still run after it? Like, am I allowed to cross through the lane?
Yes.
But if they have hit that, I'm not allowed to go there no matter what, even if I don't hit her.
No, as long as you don't slow the runner down, you can go through that lane as much as you want, from what I understood from the rule.
Okay. So as long as I'm not like reaching to catch it, if I just like take off and truck over there to get it because maybe my right fielder isn't there yet, then I should be fine as long as I don't impede her.
Right. Correct.
Okay. I'm going to all the captain's meetings all weekend, in case you're wondering, and asking all the questions. It's happening.
Perfect.
Do you?
I want all the answers. Kate, figure it
But I
out.
think that is that should be, if not the way the rules written, should be.
Hold on. Sorry.
Stop beeping at us.
Oh,
It's
now
not
you
us.
want to talk about beeping, Rosa.
It's not us.
Bam. We're back.
Word.
All right. Since we've discussed the first base rule, we will move on. The next thing I wanted to talk about was kind of funky travel schedule we had going on. Things started off a lot earlier than usual to my recent memory. And we also have a really early CCC this year. So I kind of want to talk about the pros and cons and your thoughts and feelings. And I'll go ahead and start with Benny on this one.
Oh, man. Okay.
Pressure's on, Giggles.
All right. So this one's like actually kind of personal because like CCC ended in November, like what, early-ish November.
It was like 9th
Yeah.
or something like that.
Like
yeah,
10.
something like that. And then San Diego was in whatever, January, whatever. I think that's just like not enough time to really gather your team numbers together and figure out like if everyone's staying or not and what their plans are, and then figuring out if other teams are disbanding or not. Because I basically had this issue because I didn't really know all of Lanyap's numbers, and I was trying to like figure that out. And then we added Caitlin Hornbeck from Jen, your old team, but I was waiting until Maximum Velocity was for sure. Oh yeah, Rosa, you were on it for a bit too. I was waiting until I knew for sure that Maximum Velocity was not playing in New Orleans, and then trying to figure out our numbers. And then I put my transfer request in for Caitlin. Well, apparently that wasn't enough fucking time.
God knows 7 weeks.
Yeah, and so then I was in like an email war with Tim forever, and I was like, hey, when the fuck am I going to hear like anything about this before registration prices go up for New Orleans? And he's like, well, should have sent your shit in earlier. And I was like, well, I would have been lying my ass off if I would have sent it in earlier. So what the fuck did you want me to do? Basically,
Ask anyone on the team.
yeah, well, I sent it, no, I did. No, I meant I didn't know all of Lanyap's numbers, so I wasn't gonna send in a request if I knew everyone was coming back or whatever. So
Fair.
Oh, crap.
yeah, but yeah, so because I didn't send my request in by early December, Tim was like, well, you just got to get in the back of the line. And I was like, well, then why do you even ask what's your first tournament you plan on playing in if that doesn't even fucking matter, if you're just going to like queue it all up in order anyway? So that's my issue with that shit. Other than that,
There's my bow to that problem.
Well, let's pretend forward that we're gonna have this end of September CCC. we're going to keep these Januaries, but have it end at the end of September instead. Do you think that this would help your situation? Give and share what you think would be a productive and positive solution to this negative experience you had.
I don't know. Change your entire transfer process because it sucks dick. Like, I don't know.
That's nothing to
record. I'm with you. I feel, especially.
I'm sorry. I'm not yelling at you, Sybil. I know you now work for 365.
I love the criticism, Benny, because it sucks dick.
It does suck dick. Like, it's one thing if she was trying to recruit like an elite player to come down and play with us, and it put that player's previous team at risk. But like, we were literally just trying to salvage someone from a wreckage. Like, that team crumbled. Now this person homeless. She won't play kickball. Why not on our team?
I love cave woman style. She won't play kickball. We make it happen.
And it's nothing against the rules committee. I know they have a lot of bullshit to deal with. It's like nothing on them. I just think the whole process is dumb because like they didn't even see the request for like 3 or so weeks until when I finally got the answer the day that registration prices went up to $95. But thankfully, I already had Caitlin sign up while the prices were lower, even though Tim told me not to do that. And I was like, I don't care. I'm going to have her do it anyway. And then he said he would. What?
I was going to play devil's advocate. I was trying to start a new Louisiana team out of the girls that played in on Maximum Velocity. I had asked Caitlin to play on that team too. So she probably told you that. She just never got back to me. But
yeah, she told me.
Yeah.
But then she said it wasn't like coming to fruition. So
well, it did eventually.
Well,
not
if anyone wants to play for Virginia, we're looking for people.
Teams in Louisiana. But like, it doesn't suck dick because there are other opportunities out there. I will just throw that out there as well.
I'm saying the process sucks dick. Of why wasn't it even passed on to the rules committee until weeks after I sent it in?
So to add on to that, my thing is if Tim and like maybe one other person are the only people sorting through the emails, like pass it on, they should add another person, like divvy it up again, like have 3 people, 4 people be a point of contact to like sort through. Because, okay, so think about it. So along with being like sort of devil's advocate, right? So say there's like, like if maximum, like let's just say like 16 active women's teams, you have 16 captains sending in emails, then you also have co-eds, like let's just say like 25 active captains sending in emails. That's like a lot. That's, what is that, 16 plus 20, that's 36 plus like another 5, so like 40 teams, co-ed and female, all sending emails along with whatever other stupid emails they get. Like, yeah, they're overwhelmed maybe, and like that's why it takes a long time. But then I think the like plus side that you can add in is like, okay, add somebody on your team who can do your bitch work, sort your emails and send them out to whoever they need to be sent out to, instead of just backlogging all these emails and making it such a long process. Then in turn hurts your guys' registration. Like Lanyap easily could have probably been, I mean, maybe, I don't know, depending on what you guys is actually, who is going to register, but you guys could have been involved in San Diego and put a team, but because the process took too long, it slowed down everything that was going to happen. And you guys just decided not to register for San Diego. And then in turn, they lost the whole team registration, which could have been like revenue into their company. Like things like that is like annoying.
Was that really the reason?
Oh, no, we weren't going to go to San Diego to begin with, but.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe after that. But
that was just too early. I feel like San Diego was like, I don't know, it wasn't enough time after CCC. It was after the holidays. And
Too early after holidays. That's my reason.
Yeah, that's my reason too.
What?
Holiday.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. And my reason is that I lived on the East Coast. So like literally going from coast to coast was like completely out of my range. There's no way.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I'm the kind of person who buys like the next day plane ticket. Like, me, like I just couldn't afford it.
So my thing, I think that as far as with the quick turnaround from CCC and then the beginning of the new season, they knew they were going to have it that quick of a turnaround. They should have opened the transfer request immediately after CCC. Most teams know by CCC a good bit if they're staying together or not. I mean, maximum velocity, we knew we were done. Like, we weren't staying as that team after. So we knew then. So for us to not be able to get approval for moves or figure things out until, when did it open? December? There was no reason, I think, for that lag to be there. So if they knew they were going to do this quick turnaround between tournaments, they should have had the transfer portal thing, whatever, open a long time ago. I think it ending in September is going to help with some of this problem. Yeah, you had to wait a long time now to get your approval or denial in, but with the season ending sooner, I don't think you'll have that long of a lag time maybe for you to figure out your stuff. So you'll have more time to know what the team's doing, you know, who's playing, who's not, and kind of move some things around behind the scenes and then submit all your requests as soon as it opens. But I do think they need to just open it right after CCC so that things can start trickling in and they won't have this funneling effect of requests right before the first tournament.
Right. Like a bottleneck effect, basically.
Right.
Okay.
This is good feedback. This is good discussion. Do you want to say something?
Yeah. So because I have nothing to do with transfer requests because, anyway. So I really don't care. Sorry, you guys. I mean, I love you. I care for you, but I don't care personally. So I'm just going to say, like, strictly schedule-wise, like, I understand that we're changing the schedule, and so from now on, it's going to start in January and end in September. But I still think that that's problematic. Like, even next year when, you know, maybe the transfer thing opens in, I don't know, October, November, whatever, I think it's still problematic because, A, I don't know if anybody else noticed, but every tournament this year is on some sort of holiday, which
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And B, like the first tournament being in January, like who has money to spend on tickets in January? Especially like Ali said, if we're from the East Coast trying to go West Coast, like I just had Christmas, I just had New Year's, I recently just had a birthday. Like I don't have money in January to go play tickets.
It's huge on the East Coast, but let's go all West Coast, like right now. Like
So maybe if they rearrange the schedule so that maybe more teams, like we started with an East Coast team so that there'd be a bigger turnout in January because it's more affordable for a lot of the teams, and then went to the West Coast later in the year. Either way, I don't know. I just think that so close to the holidays, like people are already broke. Kickballers are already broke. Like, let's not make them more broke. Just a thought.
I think the rationale with starting on the West Coast for a January tournament was the weather, though. Like, it was really, really nice in San Diego. I had a great time. It was tank top weather during the day, and it was a light jacket at night. Like, it was really nice to be having like the sun on your shoulders in the middle of January. Like in New Orleans, we're like 50-50 if it's going to be warm or it's going to be cold, but like you're going to get 76 degrees all year round in San Diego. So I kind of thought that was the rationale, but I agree with these holidays. Like, I hate that everyone is paying what they're paying to come to New Orleans this weekend. It's not even like a parade that anybody wants to really come see. It's just a small kind of raunchy, weird political parade. I will be there and I love it, but everyone is paying to see that parade and no one is going to that parade. I would love if we were doing something, you know, not during the Mardi Gras season. And St. Patrick's to West Palm, I don't know if everyone's affording it, but it was really expensive.
I considered driving to both. I was like, I'll drive the 16 hours in New Orleans. I'll drive the 12 to like fucking West Palm. Like,
that too. We could have carpooled.
I mean, it's not even like, aside from the money, it was also vacation time for me. Like you had just the holidays and stuff, and so I had a lot of work to catch up on. And then I take a vacation in the beginning of like the very beginning of the year to go on a cruise. So I was like, I don't have time. Senator, our friend just got home. So I didn't have the time to go to, was it San Diego at the end of January, because I had already taken a week already in the year. So, right. And I had already taken a couple days in November to go to CCC. So,
hey, Josh.
So the only thing that I'll add to this is that, so I think it's interesting, and I understand the concept of moving the CCC to September, so the year gets crunched into a certain time frame, so you don't have the Waka Vegas in between everyone's schedule. But I also think it's interesting that they chose Atlanta as their CCC location. I understand it's a more central location, but they're taking away from revenue from their tournament by moving it there, because that is their biggest tournament of the year. Why would you put CCC there when they could make money off of that? But other than that, I think it started a little early, and I agree with everyone else. But other than that, I think the consolidation is good. I just think their choice of location was not good business-wise. But otherwise, from a customer standpoint, which everyone else bitches about, it's a great perspective. So that's my 2 cents.
I like the longer off season, so that'll be nice. But I won't be playing after that anyway. So
Yeah,
Me too.
we'll see, all y'all.
I don't know. I already said no to Vegas this year, and that's like normally I'm like a yes to everything.
I'm only doing 4 this year, including this one.
I quit twice already, so I don't understand. Third time will be
I never quit till now.
Hearing is
Yeah,
wow,
I'm
we
solid.
win for 2019 kickball season. So excited, ladies! Yay! Off to a great start. I don't have anything to say about this.
Loco.
Oh, she got one.
I did.
Benny coming in clutch. Wine
This is
and
the-
Loco.
This is the last of the entire bottle of wine, and then start this.
One of us. All right, well, let's move on.
Lucy's already on her second 4 Locos, so catch
Yeah,
up, Benny.
no C.
So I'm awake by being drunk.
Yeah, but I have to get up at 4:45 or 5 a.m. for work, so
Oh,
yeah.
You know what this reminds me of is there was a little informal challenge mentioned on the thread that
wow.
Yap's chosen 5 women can outdrink any other team's chosen 5 people.
I mean, you're so
Will.
right.
We will.
So
Yeah.
You're so right. But
Wait,
if I could pick any 5 women who are at this tournament to challenge you guys, I'm not sure. We could come close.
Yeah.
Chug? Like, just chug a beer?
It would be that's not a challenge.
What is,
It would
what's
be
the
me, No-C, Tara. Me, No-C, Tara. I would include Nikki. I don't know about Nikki.
Brittany, Kirsty.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Thirsty.
thirsty.
I'm not sure about the 5th. No-C, who do you think? Me, you, me, you, Brittany, Tara. Who's the 5th?
What is the competition?
Drinking.
Just in general?
Because we have discussed some structure.
Possibly Jen, but she doesn't ever get
Jen?
too wild and
Yeah, so that's like Rosa, like, doesn't, she's my sober, responsible person.
Yeah, we can't have her. It'll be sober.
She's got to take me home.
Right. So me,
After
you,
the competition.
Tara.
Oh, shit.
that's funny. I named my 5 people from Lanyap in like 5 seconds.
Well, yeah. All right.
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys-
no, Matty G, that's our 5th. Perfect.
He's a woman? You're 5 women?
We wanted to 5
He would say yes, he was a woman. You can ask him. He's my wifey, so he's got to be a girl.
That's true.
If you're picking a guy, how do you pick Maddie G over like Wilcox?
Jimmy Wilcox.
No. I
Maddie's
said
more of a girl.
no. I said Maddie because he's more
That's-
girly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ashley. Let's choose Ashley.
Oh, perfect.
We'll just take
Similar? Yeah.
Yeah.
let's just take
Get
it right
Ashley.
Perfect.
Well, listen, our established team versus whatever available team you put together. We're publicly announcing the challenge right now. There are multiple rounds. There's a binder racer round. There's a catch a wall round. So
Sunday night.
Oh, I'll catch the wall. Can I be on
now.
that?
Oh, no. I'll be gone.
Sunday night. I'll wage the bet.
Kate wants to know what catching a wall is, so we'll have to show her at some point.
We'll train you.
We'll train you.
We'll train.
I would like to clarify, Allie. I can still chug a beer. I just choose not to because I have to take care of somebody usually.
Well, I appreciate that you could, put chugging a beer below taking care of something.
Hey, I like my friends. I like them to be sick.
So yeah, she could. Well, I'm not gonna get sick. I just might not remember how to get home.
She'll just take a nap at the bar. We'll wake up
Mix.
How many? Well, there's been many times where we got kicked out of not mixed, but
Earl's. You get kicked out of Earl's, it's just as bad as getting kicked out.
she fell asleep on the floor at Earl's.
Yeah, and I drove her to my apartment, and I probably shouldn't have.
Whoa, how did this evolve into this? This was not the segment.
Because you were laying asleep at Earl's on the ground, and someone was like, "Get that girl out of here!" And I was like, "Jesus!" I was like, "Which girl?" And I walked up, and I was like, "Jesus Christ, Nosy!" And you're like starfished on the ground.
Between her and the boy, you must split bowling off the table.
Josh Arangus has something to do with this story.
This podcast will be 2 hours long if we don't move on to the next.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Change subject.
All right. I think she's just wanting to hurry it along because her segment's next. It's Ask Allie. Woo!
Yay!
Oh, hi. Hello. Who's this?
Josh.
Fancy lad.
Oh, hey.
Pico.
I know him.
Hey, I know. That's Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Benny. That's
What
Jen.
up?
Senator.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to leave now.
Bye, Senator.
What? No.
Wait, it's your house.
You can sit outside a shot.
Probably wouldn't be good for his career.
Can't sit in the shot.
Did we sign the full beard?
Moving on. This is pretty rare.
Oh my god, I loved it when I was here.
Ask Allie segment. I'm gonna go ahead and start with a question that was asked.
Question. You turn down, Melissa. They're asking me questions. They're getting loud over there.
She hasn't cared that it's been loud over there this entire time. Now she's like, turn it down. It's time for questions.
Yes, it's time for me.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do now, normally I wouldn't support showing a question ahead of time, but it's had me stumped for the entire day.
Oh, this question.
Oh,
Let me
that
see the-
one.
That one. I thought about making it our icebreaker because
It was really hard.
I also love the bad grammar. The rest is coming to kill you.
Yes. So,
And I think it was fucking 10,000 mice rats like storming in. Because no one's picking them, right? No matter what, no matter which two anyone picks, the mice rats are coming for you in the 10,000.
Yeah, they're out of your picks immediately. If they're in your picks, Allie, I'm disowning you.
First of all, they weren't. Off the gate. I want you guys to go through my out of the gate. You guys want to go through my thought process. So, off the jump, since you only can pick two, right? I was thinking immediately lion, hands down. There's 4 of them. They just destroy anybody. I was thinking either the lion's gorilla, or I was gonna go the lions and the wolves because there's 15 wolves. There's a little more wolves to surround you. Yes, no. But then after further thought, I was thinking, okay, so I'm in Louisiana, right? So why would I not go? I'm on a boat. Let's just pretend I'm in the river. I'm on the boat. So I'm gonna be the person with the gun, and I'm gonna have the alligators surrounding me. So that way, no matter what, I'm safe. And then since I have a gun, I can just shoot down the rest of them.
If they're crocodiles.
And then I'm good to go. So, end game, because I'm in Louisiana, I'm pick the gators
Crocodiles.
and the guy with the gun, and then call it a day.
How are you going to protect yourself from those birds coming at you from above?
Yeah, what about all 50 hawks?
Shoot them. Jesus.
I can shoot 50 hawks. A shotgun only has 2 rounds, Benny.
You guys.
No, there's nothing about bullets. They're not saying that it's not endless.
Yeah, but you gotta reload.
It tells you one guy, but it doesn't tell you how many guns.
Sure, but what I'm saying is you would need to reload 25 times if that guy has perfect aim.
I do I didn't get
While they're carrying their eyeballs.
Y'all, fuck those fucking hawks. Like,
fuck them
really?
birds.
And then those rats are nutria because we
Those are-
swamps and they boat.
Those are golden eagles
Sybil,
anyway,
which
I'm
would
pretty
you
sure.
pick? Which two would you pick, Sybil? Please tell me.
Look, all right, so let me because I don't know if everyone got a chance to look at all our viewers. We got
first of all, hawks aren't even native to North America, so they're not gonna be anywhere near us.
Thank you.
we got like, the rest is coming to kill you by hell or high water, Allie.
All right, well, what you got? What would you pick? I want to know.
All right, so just for everyone that can see, we've got 50 birds with sharp beaks. We've got 10 gators. We've got 3 bears. We've got 15 wolves. We've got 1 shotgun. We've got 7 cows. We got 10,000 rodents. We got 5 gorillas, and then we got 4 lions. All right, so here's the thing. I was watching
What you watching, girl?
I smoked a little bit out in the West Coast, and they like to smoke and they watch animal documentaries. And I watched this punk ass lion and their whole herd. There were 3 lionesses try and take down one. And I know the buffalo's not on there, but like I thought lions were like real tough and like don't cross them. But the thing is they weren't all that tough. That buffalo got away. They like were just chewing on him, and they got tired of chewing and gave up and let the buffalo get away. So
Did that buffalo die?
it was a big buffalo. I don't know.
Sure, it bled out.
Well, we didn't see that part of the documentary, but it might have. But either way, we're looking for like the instant death here. The lions aren't going to deliver it. Plus, those are male lions, and the lionesses actually do all the hunting. So lions are out. Rats are out. Those stupid cows out. Birds are out. I think you're underestimating the bears or the gorillas. Those are your big fighters. Like you
There's
gotta have.
only 3
Well,
bears.
I was like, why didn't she at least respond?
No.
Is that Caleb?
Get out of the shop. God damn it.
Sorry, we're at our friend's place. Oh God.
Hello. So anyway, I mean, I feel like the guy with the shotgun is everyone's choice, right? Did everyone pick shotgun guy?
No.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely not.
What?
I wasn't going to originally. Originally, I was going to pick the gorillas and the lions.
You guys are you guys serious?
I did because
Man,
guns
those
could
hawks
beat anything.
beat that man with their
Benny, I
talons.
want to hear Benny, what you got? I want to.
Rats.
The correct
I wanna know
answer
better.
is the guy with the gun and the wolves, because they didn't say anything about like what you can bring. So you bring your own guns, and then so you got one guy shooting guns, and then you're gonna be the one doing all the work with your own guns, and then the wolves are just there to play with you after you kill everything.
Yes, the puppies.
Benny's been working for the military too long.
It's up to you to defend yourself.
Ooh, okay, Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam, tell him how it is.
Mhm.
Strong, independent woman.
That's right.
Okay, next question. Next question.
Next question. All right, so I'm actually gonna call on Kickball Sweetheart Benny again for this one because she has a question for you.
All right, Benny, what you got? She forgot. Next person.
All right, I've got one more question. I gotta look it up because my little thing crashed.
I also have
Benny had a
a
question.
question that was given to me by an unanimous, unanimous.
I can think of something real quick.
It's the only place that has the
Are we still in here?
wings.
All right.
I have a question from an anonymous person.
They asked you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you get?
So it's not anonymous. Dave doesn't care, but Dave just sent it to me. Dave, Lisa Frank coach. He asked me if I was a dude, what kind of beard would I have? So it took me a little while to look up types of beards because I didn't know the different kind of names. Like I knew goatee, chin strap, I don't know, other stuff. So I decided that I would have a full on fucking beard, lumberjack kind of style. I don't know what the kind of fucking name that is, but I would just let all that shit grow out, but keep it tamed. I don't know what it's called. A what, Rach? Oh, no, that's the point. I don't want a point. Okay, my roommate's trying to set me up. She wants me to have like a full-on beard and have it come to a point. I don't really want it to come to like a straight point. I want it to be like kind of smooth and rolled out. But that was the question I have from Dave.
I got another question.
Go for it. You remembered.
Yeah, so you have 24 hours and you woke up. You woke up at 6 a.m. and you're like, whoa, I have a boner. How did that happen?
How did it end with a dick?
You're like, whoa, I have a dick. And then a voice comes on in the room that goes, Allie, you have a dick for 24 hours. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do? It's just going to fall off your body in 24 hours.
In 24 hours, just like falls off?
It's just going to like disintegrate and fall off. Yeah. What's it going to do? What you going to do?
Hands down, Benny, you know this. I'm going to helicopter in front of every fucking person I know.
Of course.
Sound effects for this one.
No, sound effects. Sound effects.
I want to know if you're going to do this.
What is that? Sybil, what did you just do?
Docking.
What?
Apparently, Adam Szymanski can tie his penis in a knot.
He can.
Oh, wait, who are you talking about?
I seen it in person.
Are you talking about Adam?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm not trying to. If I have a dick, I'm not going to put it in a pretzel. I'll tell you that.
No, I totally masturbate.
I think I would helicopter. I would not put it in a pretzel. I think I would just helicopter everywhere. Yeah. I'd probably fuck a few people.
Let's just waste and clothes. No, I meant like if you stay
Wait,
here.
you wouldn't fuck anybody?
I said I would probably fuck a few people. You missed the last part.
Who are you going to fuck?
So
Melissa?
guys say it's not as easy as you say.
Yes.
So. But I think you have the power, Alex.
Benny, she goes, I heard that.
Babe, just this one day. Just once. Come on.
Babe, just this one time. Oh, it's 26 inches for sure.
26. Holy fuck.
Dude, if I knew someone's dick was 26 inches, I'd be like, nah, dude, absolutely not. Like, no.
That'd be your
Can I ask a really awkward question? So I was thinking about this the other day. And so tall guys, if they have an average size penis, does it look really tiny because they're so tall? Like, does it look less impressive because they're so tall?
My answer would say yes.
Yes.
Girls, lesbian.
Yeah.
And that's a shame. Because, like, it'd still feel really good in a woman.
I'm sorry.
But it looks so tiny.
You want to put it in a tie.
Does it feel less impressive?
I know, but it looks less impressive. So you're like, meh.
No, but comparison isn't fair. It's like
It's
the guy's
not.
like 6'4".
Even if Shaq had like an 8-inch dick,
I know.
it's still a
normal
tiny.
dick is, but
So I
it's
was
like
listening to a song
smaller.
Lemon, which was
If you ask Anders, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm Hispanic. I'm short. I don't know. Don't ask me. I never slept with a Hispanic. I feel like it would be
I'm going
Asian. That's
to
Rachel.
get back on topic.
Sorry. I would helicopter and fuck a few people and masturbate probably.
Awesome.
Next question.
All right.
this really thought I've had recently.
This might be my worst officiated podcast, I have to say. It's in the best way, but I hope no.
Or the best. I think it's the best.
Okay, what's the next question? There are no more Allie questions? Really?
I think
That's
it's
all?
fitting.
I did not receive any more. But does anybody else have a question? Are you seeking love advice, perhaps, or maybe?
Well, yeah, I asked about the penis. We're good.
Okay, everyone asked about penises. It's perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right. You know what? Since we're off topic though, should we go ahead and get our flip cup out of the way?
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah. We stole some cups.
Oh,
I gotta reconvene.
I'm just gonna watch y'all because I'm in my bed.
Okay. You should play multiple. No, this is the only time that I'm doing it.
I would just like to point out that we have a handicap paper cups.
I don't do it once.
Down there. Towards me. How many
Oh,
rounds?
there's 4. Wait, she has 5.
Ow, you're impressive.
What is the plan here?
Oh, for Sally, apparently. It heard from Sally to play against Sally. Yeah, we got 5. She's got 5 cups.
All right, all of us against Alex.
First. Wait, don't drink yet.
Oh, I have other things to do tonight. We've gone too long.
You
Mine
did
was chocolate.
the shot glass, you cheater.
My chocolate. I told you I couldn't find any solo cups. This is all I had. But my beer's right here. I'll go 3 times in a row.
You're so impractical. All right, if we get this by the time Allie does 5, I'll call it a victory. All right. Cups up.
Oh, me last. Oh, shit. I'm eating chicken.
Who's going first? Sybil
Yeah.
going first? We'll go Sybil, Kate, me, and then Nosy, and then Jen, I guess.
Okay.
All right, we're just as long as you have it figured out. All right, cups up. 3, 2, 1.
Am I flipping?
Not yet. Not yet.
What are you doing?
What? I called it first.
Sybil is, and then you, Kate. Katie.
Kate.
Oh. Allie's
Come on,
Oh,
Sybil.
let's go.
Oh. Allie's almost done.
Allie's done.
There we go.
We're just gonna flip.
There we go.
Jen will flip.
I finished 5. 5. I finished all 5. All 5.
You did 5.
No big deal. Just flip cup by myself. No friends. Flip cup by myself.
I have a paper towel too. Clean mine.
Can you help me?
No. This is red.
Take them with you.
Okay.
Allie, I applaud you.
You did what you do.
You're like 12.
Sybil is not on my team if we flip cup in real life.
No, these cups are really tall and they're paper.
Dude, clearly I should be on everybody's
Kate's
team.
allowed.
Play flip
She
cup
did
in real
good.
life.
I can not with the solo cups. I can flip it with my tongue, and I can flip it on my phone.
Get with your tongue. I don't believe it for a second.
Oh, I will show you.
Girl, what that tongue do?
All right.
I've been practicing. All right. Kickball stuff.
Is that what we're supposed to be talking about?
Apparently, look, we have like a lot more stuff to cover, so I'm gonna do like an expedited thing.
Yeah, we've already been
Speed
here for
round.
like almost an hour.
Yeah.
Kickball speed round.
Yeah, let's start with pool C. I was gonna start with pool A, but we'll start with pool C this time.
Yeah,
And
don't start with me.
you, Rosa, and I want to know what pieces are working for
Yeah. You
girls.
have to eat them now. That's why you have them now. What?
He doesn't want to eat it.
Wait, talking to me?
Sorry.
I want to know what
Really, Allie?
We are the worst. Wait, what happened?
Allie, are you like stationing your phone on the toilet and then on the sink to wash your hands?
She couldn't do without it.
She's only washing one hand.
Oh, no, see, they're both asshole.
I charge.
All right, what are we doing next?
I think I have to go.
We need to keep moving.
But I can do that too.
What's the next kickball thing? Something about pool C?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, Benny, since you're ready, let's talk about pool B.
No. Oh.
Oh.
Benny, this is your home tournament. What
Did
do
I miss
you
it?
do to be able to win it?
Wait, what was that again? I couldn't hear. People are talking. Like Allie.
Allie, hit mute.
What?
Hit mute.
Mute? Sorry. Wait, I'm
Well,
listening.
just like shush. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
What? So
All right, so this is your home tournament. This is a Lanyap home tournament, and I'm wondering what Lanyap needs to be able to win at home. Like what sort of pieces need to come together? What sort of matchups need to happen in order for us to win it all?
Well, glad you asked. First of all, we need to not get too drunk. We're gonna have a lot of alcohol on the sidelines, so that'll be a little bit of a distraction. Second of all, we need to not get too distracted by the large pack of dogs that'll be on our sideline.
Please.
We're gonna have like 7 dogs on our sidelines.
Wait, I asked if it was dog friendly.
Wait, I thought those weren't allowed.
Wait, they're not allowed?
That's what I was told.
Wait, I thought Butch Dewey had no rules. I thought City Park had rules, but Women's Park didn't have rules.
I thought it was fine too. I will look into this though.
Okay. Well, I heard we're gonna have a lot of dogs on the sideline, so hopefully we don't get too distracted by that. And then we just need to like not be dumb and just need to have fun. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Works for me. Allie.
Yeah.
Who is making it out of the pool?
How many teams got out of my pool?
I don't know if it necessarily works that way. I know there's going to be a top 8, but I would say 2.
The answer is no one. Sorry.
Rude. So us and Bajays for sure get out of our pool. Lanyap is getting out of their pool. Nosy, what's your team name?
Folklore.
Yeah, they get out too. Sure.
All right. You're getting out. You're getting out. You're getting out. Got it.
Oprah Winfrey over here. You get out. You get out.
That's
I
right.
got left out. I got left out.
It's right. Here's who's getting out.
No.
Who do you have, Nosy?
So Nosy, you're going to be speaking on behalf of Pool A because we have a lot of depth at Pool C in this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, because it's kind of such a large pool, which matchups you think are going to be the closest and most interesting to watch?
You know.
So I'm not. It's so boring, but I have to go with the top 2. Jason V, which is the correct way to pronounce that, right? It's French.
I don't know.
Yes.
Go ahead, pick the name.
Yes, I looked it up like profusely. Yes, Avi is the way to say that. But yes, those 2 will be the best matchup. I think if they get on opposite sides of the pool going Labor Day, I also see that being our title match.
Yes, me too.
And I also see that being very possible, just because where they land in pools. But I wouldn't sleep on anyone in the lower half of their pool either, just because like with Pinot Grigri at being the bottom seed, they'll be a force to reckon with the other couple teams there. Some of the other girls are newer with crossover and top. They were top secret, but not.
I also think like something to think about is like, yes, San Diego is the first tournament, but like New Orleans is like the first tournament where like more people are coming and like people are out of shape. Like I'm out of shape. I haven't done anything in like 3 months. Like I can't be the only one.
A lot of girls.
You keep saying that.
It'll be, but those.
We're not
two
picking on you,
teams
Alex. She
to
keeps
watch,
saying that, and then
everyone
she
else
keeps
will be-
posting pictures of her fucking guns.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm like, all right, calm down.
Get out of here.
But yeah,
Look at the belly.
those will be obviously the 2 teams to watch. But I think there'll be a lot of close games with everyone else in the bottom half of the pool as well. Even with their 6th seed, I think it actually worked out and made pools a lot more even, having Pinot Grigri as the bottom seed because they aren't a bottom seed.
You guys need more wine?
They're not at all.
So they'll give they'll give
Girl.
3 through
Yeah.
5 a very tough run for their money. So Pool A will be fun to watch.
Awesome. Thank you, Nick.
Empty. Sorry.
Let's go ahead and wrap up with Pool C. Rosa, I'm going to come back to you to talk about the Fly Girls. What do you think is working on your team? Available are always a bit dicey sometimes because you don't know how people are going to gel together, but what pieces do you see working to help y'all get up your pool?
Well, half our team is. I thought she said. Wait. You're asking me, right? She's asking me.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Well,
think
right
half
there.
our team is, since half our team is from Baton Rouge and we play together on a weekly basis in our women's league, that'll help us for sure. And then the other half of the team plays together, even though they're the core positions. Even though they're from other teams like Tara and Becca don't play together often, I think pool play will help them a lot to gel together. I don't know if they've played together before.
You're a brat. No,
But they're good enough that, I mean, we have good core positions, and then we got speed and a lot of kicking in our team too.
Who's got speed?
Offensive
We got
guys.
speed.
Y'all do have speed, Allie. You and Bajays have a shit ton.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
April,
No,
a little bit. Robin, not me. Everyone else.
Beads for boobs for beads or whatever their team name is.
They have a lot too.
They are surprisingly, they're gonna be the sleeper team of this tournament. Sorry, I just hijacked this, but yeah, that's the team to watch out for.
Who for? Say it again, Nose.
Beads for boobs. Boobs for beads.
That's Brittany's
beads
team,
or
yeah.
whatever their team name
Yeah.
is.
Tara's
Yeah,
on the
they
team?
have like a really fucking good solid triangle.
Tara, Becca, and who?
No, they're on Fly
No,
Girls.
that's Fly Girls.
Okay, who's on boobies?
Get it together, Allie. Jesus.
Angela
What do
from
you-
Lisa Frank.
But
I beat you
I
all
love
in
Angela,
something, I
but
got
she
beers.
is also like the lowest of their high-profile girls. They have Jordan, who can play charger or catcher. They
Right.
have Dee, who plays charger. They also have Janae from DMV, who's been killing it by herself at charger. And I sent her a message, and she did not respond to me at all. So I'm fucking calling her out. So you could have at least said you already don't
Who's
on
their
another
pitcher?
team.
Who's their pitcher?
Cookie from Union.
Ooh.
So they have a great pitcher.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they have at least a couple of catcher positions. So they're dangerous in the triangle. So they're a very good team that I don't think people are gonna be looking out for.
Right, people will sleep on them. So for me, like, I know this jumps a little more into Sybil's later question.
I'm just calling people out.
I know, sorry, but like jumping into Sybil's later question is like, what's the most important position in the triangle for me as a charger?
I don't think we're gonna get there.
Okay,
We're not. But
wait.
go ahead.
No. I'll wait.
Just do it. No, just do it. Just fucking do it. You already started.
Yeah.
Go ahead, because I'll ask it on the next podcast, but go ahead and touch on it because I think it's a really good talking point.
So for me, as a charger, it's the pitcher because a lot of pitchers make people pop up.
Are you kidding me? Go ahead.
I
disagree with
that as
outfield.
well.
What do you mean? Like,
Dude, the pitcher's the least important of the three.
Outfield.
Okay.
Okay. Listen to my reasoning. So
I'll listen.
Initially, I wanted to say charger because a lot of bunts are already going to be pushed out towards you, unless it's on like grass. I mean, most of the time, if you're playing on turf, all the bunts are going to 100% going to be pushed out towards you. So charger, whether you're inside or outside, is the most important position. But I also felt like it was a little biased because that's where I play. So for me, if I have a pitcher who, one, is immobile and one, people fucking paint the line on as a charger, it makes it very, very hard for me because if you're immobile, I have to cover everything for them. And then if they paint the line against them, okay, yeah, I can get to the ball. But at the same time, if there's someone who's like my speed or up, it's pretty much going to be safe no matter what. So the pitcher for me is pretty important. But if you take away the point where you feel like pitchers aren't important. Like, obviously, yeah, for me, the second most important position is going to be the charger. But if I have a good pitcher and they pop up the ball, I'm going to get underneath it and I can catch it. Even if they pop up a little bit. Or if they just don't paint the line, as a charger for me, if they don't paint it, I know I can throw them out. If they're, like, decent, I feel like, as me, and maybe this is me being too confident, too cocky, but if they don't paint, I'm throwing them out no matter what. I don't care.
But I'm also going to say, in women's, being too confident or whatever, I don't think women are good enough to paint the line. There are too many inside bunts.
So the only people who I know 1,000% are always going to paint the line are like you, Benny, Rosa. There's like 5 people I can count on.
Hey, podcast.
That's why I think pitcher is less important.
They're not important at all. They're the least important of the 3. Most of us play Zoe.
Pitchers. That's what I'm telling you. Like I'm gonna paint the line, but I'm slow as fuck, so it doesn't matter. Also, I've gotten faster, you motherfuckers.
But right now, I'm not in the mindset to think about any of it or relationship. I'm just not. I'm sorry, I can't go to sleep off.
Who's that? Who's talking?
Sorry, it's my friend Melissa. We're talking about
your friend, your girlfriend, Melissa? Okay.
Yes.
Is that Bae?
Anyway.
Is that
Allie?
Melissa, please come. She's coming.
Allie, I'm going to let you know right now how you're wrong, because the pitcher's the least important in women's. The charger's the most important. Catcher second. Pitcher's third. You can put, like, literally anyone at pitcher to just throw a strike and be, like, mobile off the mound.
Okay. I'm going to tell you.
I'm not trying to downplay any of the good pitchers, because there's quite a few good pitchers in women's. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Nosy, go ahead. What'd you say?
I concur with Benny.
Oh. Also, this is Melissa. You said you wanted to see Melissa.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, sweetie.
Hi.
That's Nosy.
Are you doing a Four Loko?
Oh, that's Japanese Loki.
Yeah, a bunch of us. Yep, we both are.
No,
Benny is
it's
too.
not Japanese.
Ooh, Four Loko red.
Who had the black? Who had black?
Nosy?
Nosy, you had the black before that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
She finished that one.
I drank that one.
Oh, my girl. Okay, Benny, I see what you're saying, but when you have pitchers who listen to my like backup, right? So when I played in Houston, Joy fucking made multiple people on Unleashed. Now, granted, I mean, not to sound shitty, but it's Unleashed. So not that they bunt perfectly, but they use their speed. But a lot of people on Unleashed popped up. So for me, it was very easy for me to get underneath it. And the same thing when I played with, now granted, it was LA. But with Nikki, when Nikki was pitching, it was very easy for me to get underneath it. I'm just saying, like, yes, if a pitcher, like, I've just played with, when I played with Joy, when I played with Nikki, when I played with.
Okay, now let's look at all the rest of the fucking pitchers in women's.
I'm going to be the best pitcher ever.
How fucking easy is women's pitching? It's fucking easy, okay? Like, come on.
All right.
I agree. As a pitcher, I agree pitching is easy, but I look at pitchers to kind of control the field as well. So if you have a pitcher that can communicate well with her teammates, they're going to be able to help stop advanced runners. So you're like, stop throwing, they stop throwing the ball around. They kind of command attention and command the field. And like Ali said, they cause pop-ups, things like that, to give your chargers, who are super, very important, a break on trying to throw everybody out at once.
And my thing when I'm playing with Joy and I'm playing with Nikki, I know I don't have to look, if there's a ball that's coming right back to the pitcher, 9 out of 10 times that charger wants to get the ball because they can move better than the pitcher does. But if you're playing with Joy or Nikki, I don't have to worry about things like that because
they're gonna go after.
But you're looking at it. The trust that's the norm.
I think it depends on the trust you have between the charger and the pitcher. And if that
Benny's right. I understand Benny, but even with Caroline, same with Caroline. If she gets the ball,
doesn't matter trust.
Yeah, but she has to charge for us.
It doesn't matter the trust.
Okay, I thought Caroline was
No, she's our charger.
Position.
All right, that makes sense.
Benny,
I understand what you're
you
saying.
put someone in the position to do. I'm sorry. Like, I don't think you need to have a great charger if you have a great everything else.
Wait, you don't think you have
pitcher?
Pitcher, for sure.
Pitcher, sorry.
You don't. You don't need a great pitcher.
I think if you don't,
you can have a great everything else and have an okay pitcher.
Because almost all of us play co-ed, right? So we're used to co-ed pitches.
true.
There's like
okay, so true.
Women's pitches are not anything compared to co-ed pitches.
Okay, so here's
I wouldn't say pitcher is the most important part of that triangle, but having a solid pitcher that you can trust to do things that you need to be done more than just put it over the plate as a strike to not walk someone.
Fuck yeah! If you have
we're not saying they're not important.
Right. That's not what I'm saying. I mean,
we're just saying they're not the most important of the three.
So
they're not.
Also, side note that I thought of, right? Especially
maybe even four.
So normally, right? Normally, I play with the catchers I played with, or either the catcher on my own team, or I've had Macy 11 as my catcher, or I've had just other catchers. But for me, I'm excited this weekend because I get to play with either like Rhonda. For me, it's like me, Rhonda, Kelly from the Bettys, like as the catcher, and Kelly from the Bettys has a huge range. She can get out there too.
She definitely plays catcher different.
Yes, she has a great chest pass.
I'm very excited to see how me and Kelly play or Rhonda plays. I mean, because then we also have Lisa Newton or Lisa Fisbeck.
No, you don't.
Fisbeck, sorry.
No, she takes a wide range at catcher, and not a lot of other people do. So that's a good advantage to her.
Right. So for me, I'm very excited to see Kelly get the outset too. And honestly,
give anyone
well, yeah. But honestly, for me,
I give anyone advice if you want to know how to play against anyone.
Well, for my team, I was honestly at one point like, damn, am I going to play outfield because I have Lisa Fisbeck, I have Rhonda, I have Kelly, and there's me. So there's four great people in the triangle.
And you've got Helene.
One more time?
Yeah. Who's also a charger.
Yeah. She's good too.
Worry, ask her to play on my team too. Whenever everyone wants to say no to me.
No, I'm just saying, but like, where do I fit in? Like, I love inside charger, but at the same time, if we see,
I'm just kidding. Y'all did great.
Oh, you have too much depth. Oh, woe is me.
Benny, why don't you go to inside charger again? You did it once. Do it again.
I'm not fucking doing that shit.
It was me being. No, it was me being like.
What?
But yeah, let's talk about like Final Four.
Yeah.
We're just like getting way too out of the.
Yay!
Sybil, take charge of us. Sybil, take the reins.
This is good. This is why people tune in. I think this is a really good discussion, and all of you are making excellent points. So I appreciate the banter. Thank you. I'm sure the fans.
I'm getting too drunk.
Pardon?
Yeah, I've already drank 2 of these.
Already had two of these. Yeah, we're at like an hour and 20 minutes, but that's okay. We don't have any live viewers, which is a little hurtful, but they'll come around.
No, it's okay. No one cares about them.
No one cares.
I'm usually the live viewer because I'm at work.
I normally watch the next morning at work.
You see? Yeah. So we were gonna do a New Orleans coaches MFK. We're gonna go ahead and just skip that.
Who cares, boys?
We're gonna talk about triangles. We're gonna go ahead and skip that.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is go ahead and just jump. I want to hear top 4, final 2, and the winner from everyone. If y'all are up for that, I'm sorry that goes against the structure that we set up, but I'm sure you're already thinking about it. So let's go ahead and go down the line.
So who's up? Allie? Or
Benny.
Me. Okay. Don't get mad at me, Sybil. I'm only picking this way because I don't want to be a basic bitch, and then I also don't want to jinx us. So my 4 are us, Envy, VJs, and Envy, whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Dude, just say Allie's team. Who gives a fuck? Whatever.
Yeah. The Fly Girls. And then
You ain't doing it right.
my final is VJs and Envy. And then I have VJs winning finally.
Rude. No, they don't deserve it. Fuck it.
Oh, what do you mean they don't deserve it? You see, you're a fucking stacked availables team deserves it.
Stacked? We have the same 5 requirement that everyone else does.
Okay, whoever's next, go ahead.
All right, Rosa, top 4, top 2. Who's taking the belt?
I need to look at who's on the shoot. I wrote this down. I'm not stealing it though.
Oh, nuts. She's trying to
I'm gonna have Envy, VJs, Fly Girls, and Lanyap in the final 4. And then we're going all the way. I'll have the final as, I mean, it's gonna be VJ. Right? I'll go with Allie winning.
Yes.
All right, Nosi, how about you?
All right, so I did this like the proper way that nobody else does. I did like rankings from top to bottom, and like it's like whatever. I think this team's gonna go 4-0, 3-1, whatever. Top 4 end up being Avi, the proper way to say that name, because I looked it up twice on the internet, and that's how you should say it. Beads for boobs for beads, whatever the name is. I'm kind of terrible. We thought about it once as our name, and they're like, this is awful. Yeah, but like it's terrible. But like you guys are, I like your infield a lot. So I got y'all going there, and Fly Girls. You can't hate on their triangle either, and VJs. Very solid. So there's my top 4. Should I go further?
Yeah, top 2
and 1.
Oh, my top 2 are VJs. So I think it's gonna end up being like so they end up on opposite sides of the bracket.
Yeah, that's
which
my girl.
makes them playing each other in the finals, which ends up cool play retaliation, and I think Envy wins it just because their depth is so big in this tournament. Like, fuck y'all.
My girl.
Love you.
Thanks, Nosi. And how about you?
I had Envy, VJs, Lanyap, and Fly Girls as the final 4. I actually put Envy versus Lanyap in the finals. And then I took Lanyap to win it just to represent for the home team.
Whoa.
But
rude.
I know better, so I think it's going to be Envy.
There you go. But I appreciate it. I like it.
Well, I went out and got voodoo dolls of all the players on Envy. I'm going to start poking all y'all with pins.
I'll fuck you up. I'll headbutt you when I see you.
If you could, like, not come to New Orleans with that team, that would be, like, really great because I really want it. All right, Allie, I already know what you're going to say, so I'm skipping you. Kate,
all right.
Final 4, top 2, top 1.
Did zero research because I just read the questions before this started.
My girl, Kate.
So I'm gonna go top 4 is Envy and Lanya and VJs, and then the 4th one.
Fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, we're teammates. What the fuck?
That's the top 4. I said Envy first.
No.
I missed that. My bad.
However, considering Allie did not ask me to be on her team, even though it's her team and I am her teammate, I'm going to not put her in the final four. No, I'm just kidding. But really, I'm not going to put you in the final two just because I want established teams in the top two. And so I'm going to put Lanya and VJs in the top two just because I really like established teams. And I think I'm going to win anyway, but I don't care. So I'm gonna probably go VJs because I know who the pickups and transfers are, and I think that makes them.
They got some good ass players for sure.
Them and Lisa Frank go all off this year.
Their home team, but I think Envy's actually gonna win, but I'm gonna say VJs versus VJ and then put VJs at the top.
I'm holding out for some rain because the thing is
rain.
No,
Louisiana girls don't play in the rain.
Falter in the rain, but we were born in the rain. So I think
cheering for me in the rain. Melissa does not want rain.
I cannot want rain. I have
tell Melissa to bring an umbrella.
She has what kind of jacket is it? She has a Burberry raincoat she's gonna bring.
Okay, well, she's going to be looking styling, and you'll thank me for it. And she'll be looking styling, supporting you as a top 4 team, but not a winner.
Oh, you thought I'm going to win and have the fucking belt.
I'll let you hold it when I win it.
Also, I love your shirt, by the way, Sybil. Love it. Love it.
Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry. I should have been a little more assertive with keeping us on track, but I love.
It's been an hour and a half. We're so good.
I loved hearing y'all speak, freely.
We're very important.
Yeah.
These are the beers I
in our
have.
thoughts.
This was exactly how I hoped it would go. I know everyone show off how much they drank. My half-gone vodka bottles over there, but
Oh, I switched rooms. I threw that shit away already.
Okay, also, did anybody beat me in Flip Cup? Anybody?
I was supposed to ref and I didn't.
I have
So there's
tried-
that. I'll go one-on-one against you in Flip Cup, Allie.
yeah. Hey, Allie, we'll see.
Yeah, we're the worst.
Yeah, I'll go against you, Allie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
We'll be good.
College
in
kid.
real life. IRL.
So closing notes,
But I couldn't figure that.
just a few.
I love you all.
The drinking challenge stands. If you're interested in participating, we'll go over the rules and what we had in mind for it. Challenging Allie at Flip Cup stands. There's plenty of spaces to do it.
I will murder you all.
Oh, I'll fuck you guys up at Flip Cup.
Be sure to check out the circuit post detailing all the events. We have a lot of awesome stuff in store for y'all. There's a Bourbon Street pub crawl on Thursday. You can take your sweetheart or go stag. We're going to be having an all-you-can-eat crawfish boil. If you're not of the crawfish region or you're allergic like Benny, we'll have different.
That's so funny, Allie. Shut up.
Saturday, we've got a really awesome big bar with games and stuff. There's a beer pong tournament you can compete in if you like to. And then we have a really lovely patio space reserved for Sunday. So we hope if you're tuning in and you're coming out for the tournament, you make it to as many events as possible. We appreciate you tuning in. Ladies, do you have any final words before we sign off?
Nope.
Thank you.
I'm ready to fuck all of you guys up. That's all I
I'm
got.
gonna fuck your little young ass up when you get here. I swear to God. No, not in that way, bitch.
Y'all better wait
you
for me,
little
'cause y'all.
Love you.
I love you.
Allie, when do you get in?
Friday at 7.
All right, perfect time for crawfish.
No, yeah, I landed with Jimmy and Ashley. So.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys see Melissa, say hi and be sweet.
If you see Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
All right, well, I'm gonna close this out. Everyone can return to their evenings. I know Benny's got an early morning. It's been a pleasure being your host. Thank you so much for taking time to hang out with us, and we'll see you at the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sybil, appreciate it. You're the best.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you guys. I had fun. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.